Drum call. We back. How's everybody doing? Let me greet you with an African greeting because we all have or should have at least one African word in our language. So I'm going to greet you with Akwaaba, which is from Ghana. I'm going to greet you with Jambo, which is from East Africa, Kiswahili. And we'll leave it right there. Okay? All right, so instead of libation today, we're going to have prayer. Okay? Same thing, it's just another culture. Okay? So it don't matter whether you pour on water or raise your hands up to the sky, whatever you might be doing, what's in your heart and your soul and your spirit is more important than all that. So we're not hung up on how somebody prays or what they pray and all that. If they're sincere, that's all that's necessary. So, you join me however you like to join me. We give thanks. We pay homage. We give all respect and honor to the Almighty Creator of us all. We give thanks to any and all of this Creator's workers and helpers, his intermediaries that work for that particular spirit and for us humans. We give honor to our ancestors because we truly realize that without our ancestors, we would not be here today. And we praise our children. We give honor to the dream of their future. And we also ask for the strength, the wisdom, the courage to be able to guide them in the correct manner. We say all these things in respect for our ancestors and for the almighty presence in all of our lives. Ashe, amen, ashe. So let's get started. We're going to do just a little piece on what's going on right now with this virus thing. I'm not here to debunk it. I'm not here to say whether it was man-made or not man-made, because to me, once again, the bottom line is ain't all that. It's about the fact that it's here, and what are we going to do to survive it, to get through this. Okay, so, well, let's start right here. When you buy your groceries, do you realize that you put your groceries on that belt at the cashier, that your groceries are sitting around in the store, and that if there are germs in the air, they also now are on your groceries. So when you get home, you should treat, this is me saying this now, you do what you want to do, but you should treat your groceries like you would treat your hands or your body. Wash them in, we use dishwater, like hot dishwater. That means the canned goods, the cardboard goods, you have to be careful of them, or you can't submerge them in the water, but you can wipe them down. Okay? And by the way, my name is Kamau. Baba Kamau, as most people know me. And by the way, most of you do know an African word. The word is Baba, which means father. So things kind of get back into our lives. Sometimes naturally, sometimes we have to go learn them, but they are coming full circle. Okay, so we wash our groceries. You might want to be careful about the shoes that you wear. You might want to leave them at the door, depending on where you've been. Okay? Speaking of which, this mask here, this style mask, these are your more common masks. But let me tell everybody that these are disposable, meaning that you're supposed to wear them one time and then you're supposed to dispose of them. Now, most of us, me being one of them, I'll wear them more than once, depending on where I go. I remember at first I was wearing them until they got to be like limp rags. Okay, they didn't have no shape. Every time I talked, they were slipping off. But now I do try to be aware that these are disposable masks. Now, I saw this on Facebook. I don't believe everything I see on Facebook, but I believe this person put on one mask and lit a lighter, a cigarette lighter, and put it in front of the mask and blew through it, and the flame went out. All right, flame went out. So that lets you know how flimsy these masks are. But you can wear it too. If you really want, real good protection, you can wear it too. Okay. Now I know some of y'all don't believe in this. Some of y'all are still saying, I don't need no mask. Well, that's on you. But believe me, or at least think about what you're doing and what you're saying. Because if we don't start getting well and getting better and stop spreading this disease, this thing will be around for a long time. I joke about this, but I tell people I might be wearing a mask next October. I don't mean this year, I mean next year, depending on what goes on with this virus and how well we start protecting one another and ourselves during this time. Okay, so that's the corona or the coronavirus. I had a discussion with a young man who had a lot of information that he got from different sources, and this information was saying this thing was not real, it was man-made, it's a conspiracy, and I let him get it all off, and then I said, you know what, you living here with your grandparents, so it ain't about you, okay? Whatever this thing is, it is. And you need to protect yourself so you can protect them. So that kind of ended the conversation. Okay. What else about the coronavirus? That's basically it, I believe. Anything I missed tonight?
You can talk about prevention if maybe you were exposed.
Oh, yeah, the health thing. I need to do that. Yeah, thank you. That's why we have young people around us. Okay, health. Now, generally, health is something we should all be striving to do better anyway. Meaning what we eat. Meaning right now, walking or jogging. Get out and get some fresh air. Get out in the sunshine. That vitamin D. That thing that feeds our melanin. Now I've heard that the sun helps to purge this disease, this coronavirus. I tend to believe that. I have no medical, no scientific proof, but I do believe that the sun has that kind of power. But get out in the sun, go walking, breathe deeply when you're around when you're in fresh air. I walk around the track around the school, and twice around, one time around, I do deep breathing exercises twice, which means I breathe in through my nose, into my lungs, into my chest, not my stomach, but my chest. And I do that 10 times. Breathe in and exhale. That good, hopefully fresh air. Food, these are things that prayerfully most of us are at least paying more attention to. The vegetables, a lot of fruits, fresh vegetables and fruits. That works all the time anyway. But now we should be more aware of it. And prayerfully, when you do this, even when the virus has gone, you will continue to take care of yourselves. We need to do that more. And our children. Eating, a lot of us now, because we're locked up, we're locked in, we go to our, what we call our best friend, which is the refrigerator, and we start overeating, which is a way of relieving the stress. But that stress that you're relieving is going to come back and visit you. It might even haunt you. So be very, very cautious about your food intake. Okay? Don't beat one thing but add something else that's bad. Okay? If you have to do this virus, or if you get it, or somebody you know that has it, I know it's hot, but plenty of vegetable soups, meaning the whole, whatever you put in that pot, you can eat. And you can drink the liquid. All of it's good for you. Okay, don't worry so much about the foods that you like because they taste good. Worry about the foods that's going to help to cure you or help to keep it away from you. Strengthen your body. Okay.
If you were out in public or may have been exposed, one thing we learned is to go home and do the steam treatment.
Okay. And the steam treatment is citrus fruits, the skin of lemons, oranges, limes that you boil in water, and you inhale deeply of the steam that is released. Okay, that's citrus fruit. Whatever is in it, I believe, and a lot of us believe, it does help. You do that frequently. You can also, I don't know what it's called, but I just inhale warm water through my nose, which is uncomfortable. I inhale it through my nose and then push it back out through my nose to clean the nostrils, because you're breathing in germs. Okay.
And it supposedly enters through the nasal cavity and can't live in high heat. So you can even make that a regular thing, a daily thing. When you come in from work, when you come in from the grocery store, you'll already have the pot on your stove. Turn it on, sit down, and breathe it in your nose. If you have a visitor, advise them to do it. Try not to have a visitor, but if you do, it can only help. It can only kill it, and it could save you.
All right. Experience is a great teacher.
Yes.
Experience is a great teacher. And these talks that I'll be doing, which is entitled About Us, is based more on my experience than my book learning. Book learning is good, or learning from going to lectures, or wherever you find positive information. But I always say the experience is what rounds it off. It makes it all real. Okay? You know that it's real. You know that it's true. Okay, well, we're going to try to do this a half an hour every Sunday. Next Sunday, it's going to be a hot one.
Oh.
It's going to be hot. Some of y'all ain't going to like me. Some of y'all might try to run me over in the parking lot. But, we're going to try it. We're talking about us. And while we're talking about us, just a little bit about this, and we're going to do this some other times too. What's going on now with the Black Lives Matter and with the different demonstrations and rallies and so forth that's going on? A couple of things. Number one, remember This is not the first time. Number two, remember that everybody can and should play a part in what's going on. If you don't believe in demonstrating or marching or rallying, then support it financially. You know, and if you don't believe that you should support Black Lives Matter, support the NAACP legal fund. It works. They've been representing us for many years in the court of so-called law. The SPLC, Southern Poverty Law Center, same thing. They've been helping folks for years. So there's no excuse not to be doing something. Okay? Support one way or the other. But we all need to support. It's very necessary that we do this. Also, there's petitions. I mean, there's all kinds of things that we can and should be doing. Please do not sit back and, shout outs to people that's doing it and all that kind of stuff. That's all good. But what's better is you actively supporting mentally, of course, monetarily, financially support this movement. Don't let this be another one of our so-called movements that fades away due to lack of support, due to lack of direction, due to lack of what do we do next. And one of the things that I will do is I will never leave a question unanswered. Meaning we can talk about the problems and we can close it down. Just say, okay, we talked, we got it off our chest. I'll see you next week. I don't do that. There are solutions to every problem that we're facing. The problem is, which one of these solutions are we going to contribute to? That's the problem. Okay? So never say you don't know what to do. There's something to be done. And it's a lot, but we'll do one little thing at a time, or one big thing at a time. We ain't gonna try to tackle everything and get all bogged down in the enormity of it, the bigness of it. We're gonna break it down to individual things that need to be dealt with. Such as reparations. I know there's a lot of misinformation about that. I'm trying to clarify as much of that as I can. Education, miseducation, just all kinds of things that we can talk about. Of course, politics and voting, because there's still a lot of people right now still say, well, I ain't gonna vote, I don't like either one of the candidates, and blah, 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 so forth and so on. Well, if you're not doing anything, then you are part of the problem. You are part of the problem. You can't pass it on and say, well, voting ain't did nothing for us. Voting has done something for us. Okay, so I don't know how much time.
I don't know.
Well, my sound and camera person doesn't know either. Well, let me just do this real quick.
18 minutes.
Left?
That's how long?
Okay, let me do this. I like to use this as an example of why, and we're going to really get into this next week, but why we should feel ashamed of ourselves for doing nothing. Imagine a black family, we're going to say in the South, on a Sunday morning. They wake up, they bathe, they eat breakfast, they get dressed. The mother puts on her, what we call the Sunday go to church dress, because she probably only got one. The father puts on his Sunday go to church suit, because he probably only got one. Their clothes are clean. Their clothes are pressed. They dress their children. And whatever the children have on, it ain't got no famous name brand on it, but they got the best that they can afford. And they go to church. Yeah, y'all heard me, they go to church. Whether they're Christian or any other religion, it's not important. Once again, we don't get hung up on that. They go to church, they go back home, or they go to church and they worship, and they rejoice, they praise God, they thank God, they ask God for protection, and they go back home. They go home, they make sure their children are safe and good and well taken care of. Sometimes they take their children to somebody else's house where there might be 4 or 5 families there. And then they might walk, or they might catch a ride, because a few of them had cars, and they're on their way to downtown. What are they going to do downtown? They know what's going to happen. Be prepared. They're going to get spit on. They're going to be called niggas. The ER nigga and the A nigga, because those southern folks down there, they don't always say nigger, they say nigga. They're going to get stoned, kicked, harassed, water hosed, bitten by dogs, beat by the cops, beat by the people, slapped, food thrown on them. They know this, but they gone. They gone because they know it's important in this land to be a man and a woman and to be free. And if they can't get it for themselves, they're going to get it for their children. These are our ancestors, y'all. Stop disrespecting them and their memory. They did this. And a lot of us sit back and say, man, I wouldn't have did that. I couldn't have did that. You're right. You're right. Respect the fact that they could, and they found it necessary to do this. And a lot of them never made it home. Never made it home. This is no joke. This is no game. We have got to stop being or trying to be the freest slave. We so hip. We are the freest slave. We ain't slaves like some other black folks. We're better than them. We the free slaves, which is impossible, y'all. Stop believing it. Stop thinking it. Let's get serious. Let's make a better world, not just for our children, but for us. You know, we know these cases of this police brutality ain't just started. Man, I could go all the way back to my childhood. My parents could go all the way back to their childhood, and so forth and so on. Only thing different today is video cameras. Chokeholds, man, chokeholds ain't nothing. I seen some stuff, and chokehold, you know, it's like almost nothing. So we have to be serious. We have to want to do for ourselves and for each other. We have got to be our brothers, our sisters, our mothers, our fathers' keepers. And stop being so damn selfish. Understand where we are, what's going on, and what we need to do to make it better. And we won't leave that open. We're going to talk about some things that we can do. We've already said some things we can do to make it better. Okay, depending on how much you want to participate in this, in freeing yourself. How much do you want to participate? How much do you want to do? How much? We can do this. We can do it. Or we can not do it, and 10, 15 years from now, our children we'll have to go through the same thing again. So, I want to leave it like that, right there. Think about it. If you want to, make financial donations to any of these organizations, and there's many more. We even want to talk about, with that little extra dollar or two we might have, if we have it, you know what I mean? Start sponsoring some brother or sister or family in Africa. Let's take care of our people. You know what I mean? If you got it, you know you got it. You know you got it. Think about that. We say all the hip things. Well, God bless me so I can bless somebody else. Well, let's bless somebody else then. Let's actually do that. And let's do it as a regular part of our lives. And you will not regret it. You will not regret it. So, I have to ask, Obey.
Yes.
She had anything she want to add? And nowadays is Queen what?
Queen Mother.
Queen Mother, okay. In the Ghana language.
Yes.
Of Ghana.
Yes. Odumase. Odumase.
Which means?
Odumase is the community or village who have adopted me, renamed me, and made me their developmental Queen Mother.
See, all you gotta do is make that first step. You don't know where you at. You might end up sitting over in Africa on a gold throne, and just being inspirational to the people over there and over here at the same time. You never know. You never know.
That's it.
Okay. Well, everybody, be safe, be blessed, be in peace, be careful, and as I often tell people, stay black. Love y'all. Peace. Until the next Sunday at 6 o'clock is the plan.
Okay, you going out with a drum?
My buddy.